game, and so far we haven't seen that.
I wonder if that was the first time that HellRaisers has actually defeated NIP.
Maybe it was, but it doesn't count.
Either way, it doesn't count. Alright, well, either way, we're in for the pistol round here. We do have HellRaisers with 3 players towards Banana for this excellent defense. Already kills coming in as they hold the choke point quite effectively. Future going to be able to also get a frag over towards Boiler. So no entry here so far for the French players as they try to find an opening on the map. And it's all down to Kyoshima and Happy now. 2 left. They do have Happy on the site with the Glock. Ooh, gets annihilated by Kucha. And now Kyoshima against 3 players. Don't fancy his chances. And we're going to see even a team kill from a Dren onto Kucha. It wouldn't be HellRaisers without team kills. So that's good.
Indeed it is. We have a definitive lack of pistols on some of these players, but hopefully that will fix itself. For example, NIP doesn't... sorry, NIP. NBK doesn't have... Actually, the entire T team don't have any guns for us, which is really interesting.
Those
so
2 MP5s.
hopefully we can fix that a bit later. I think it may require...
Or MP7.
MP9s.
MP9s. God damn it, just MP something.
It might require a
MP5
quick game restart for us to fix that bug, so apologies. And for the meantime, you're going to have invisible weapons.
It's like watching Unreal or Quake. Brilliant. Oh, we have a gun on Angel. Excellent.
It's the T's that don't have guns.
The T's.
No guns on the T's, guys.
This is not fair playing ground. Okay, so it's like so far no one is down for HellRaisers. They've got a pretty good hold across the map here. Flamey's going to be rotating back towards the A site as we do have Envy going to make what is to be their final effort up into the A site right now. Kyoshima on the angle. Can he find a pickoff? Do well to do just that, and he will get the headshot onto Flamey. So they're going to make their way in slowly now, but still more players to be dealt with on top of the bomb site. Envy with a numbers advantage. Oh, jump shot with the Tech 9. NBK able to open things up here. Excellent work there from NBK. That's going to be the bomb planted now for Envy.
It's really amusing to watch these kills with no weapons.
The Dren coming in from quad. Able to put the pressure on the Kyoshima. Now Happy's made it just an Angel against the world. He's going to go down, and that what a brilliant push up onto the A site there.
Okay, while they've paused it, because Smith has lost the game, let's switch back to camera and quickly restart this game, guys, so bear with me. And I will do this once we should switch the camera. Okay.
Hi, guys.
So, Dan, you talk and I'll type.
What should I talk about?
Oh, by the way, the giveaway winners, subscribers, Raj Kamel. I didn't mean to, that was
Thanks, James.
I'm so sorry. Raj Kamel, you have won
Made it for me.
the AK-5 Serpent, sir, so follow the instructions and then, yeah, you'll get your AK. Oh, you might be wondering, well, what happens now? We've done our 350k. I'll show you that just in a second. But now Dan can talk.
That's it. Nothing happens anymore. That was the end goal, right? Or do we have grander, more spectacular goals?
We have a 400k goal now. We've
hit
350k, so we have a 400k goal.
Does that mean we get the double wheel? My pen's breaking. The double wheel. Is that going to appear at 400k?
Double wheel is when it's going to be Armageddon. Everyone's just going to die when there's a double wheel. So the world will implode. The double wheel will create a black hole, and we will never be seen again.
All right, that doesn't sound too bad actually.
Oh look, Envy have bought weapons. Great.
Here we go. So already rolling with the Tech 9 still is Shocks. Have to, but obviously it's so devastating. Gonna have Envy just cleaning up the house right now, and HellRaisers. It really sucks when you get pistol down in the second round after winning the pistol. That's just like the worst thing ever because it's such a huge blow to your economy. It just sets you back so far. I wonder how HellRaisers is going to try to recover because obviously their money is going to be pretty terrible. I mean, just look at how awkward this is. They want to buy, but they can't. They're like $500, $1,000 short. They can't quite get the buyout. Can't squeeze it out. So they're going to be relying on just some pistols instead, and not going for a stack or anything like that. We're going to see them play it just pretty straight up and see if they can connect with some heads and just see what damage can be done. But in the meantime, Envy've got a really sick situation on their money. It's just building and building right now, and Shox is still on the Tech 9. Doesn't need anything else. It's a good start though from Flamey.
You missed it, Dan, but Happy got 3 kills with 1 clip of a CZ.
Oh no, I saw that actually.
Oh boy.
I was in the other room. I saw it. You said he was illegal.
He is. He is illegal, but it's... there's another CZ, but this time it's in the hands of HellRaisers. However, the remaining players for Envy, who haven't got a single kill yet on this anti-eco, are over to the B bomb site. Angel will fall, and they're expecting a Dren to be in new box. And they will come for him in numbers. Now it's a 3 versus 3. Dozier has a rifle. This could be a potential save from him. Whereas his other teammates don't really have anything else. I'm curious as to how many bullets Flamey has left in that thing.
I mean, they can buy next time anyway, so they're just going to go for this. This is scary. Look at this. They're trapped in the corner. Both of them. Smith, MBK, nowhere to go. Going to get spotted right now. Smith is going to take the frag, though. But they know where both players are. They just have to time this well. And MBK should go down. Here goes Kucha. There goes the flash in onto MBK. Going to be challenging him. Gets the first kill onto Kucha. He's just going for the hold. But he hasn't even got a kill.
Oh, he stopped defusing.
But why
did he stop defusing?
But why didn't he attack him as well?
I don't think he could see him. He was on the other side of the fountain. But he came off the defuse, but he couldn't have won the round after that.
But there was no kit either, so that's never happening. He has to commit for the frag, James. His teammate died for him. I don't know.
I suppose he would have been found eventually, but I would have YOLO defused it, definitely. 10 seconds, let's go.
All right, well, they have a full buy anyway, so got a lot of damage done in that one. And we have the boost over the top of the smoke on Banana to see if Envy can actually catch off anybody who are pushing. Actually, HellRaisers are pushing, so they might be able to see over the smoke to potentially get a frag. But also, you can see, Adrenaline is going for a bit of spam there. And actually, he did catch MBK, so looks like it was thwarted. You know, these players, these teams are so aware of the metagame, like the smokes, the counter plays, and then they counter the counters, essentially. I mean, that's how the meta's going. And MBK takes down Madren.
Is he going to push? Is he going to push? He has to expect there's only one play there. He is charging up. The rotation is coming in from one of these players. That is going to be, I believe... Is that Angel? Yeah, it is indeed Angel. Up there. So he's still barely keeping control of the B-bomb site for his team. 40 seconds on the clock. The bomb is over towards the A site where there are 3 CTs. NBK's been taken out on B. Kucha with the trade frag onto Kiyoshima after Flamey falls. And 30 seconds remaining. T's charging into the site now. Kucha with an excellent crossover angle. Gets a second frag onto Swift as well. The bomb is down. Ooh, and the third. What a beast round there from Kucha. The pit was still in control. I think Dozier was in there, but Kucha just ran over everybody with a monster truck.
Yeah, I mean, Kucha's really consistent, actually. From all the AWPing I've seen him do on HellRaisers, he's not necessarily that flashy. Even when he's being aggressive, he's still not flashy. It's kind of very premeditated, how he seems to play, and it just seems consistent from all the CT HellRaisers sides I've seen with him playing. But yeah, that's an amazing round to win, especially how they held there, because we saw that situation. MBK did the exact right play. He got the kill. His team was too far back to actually make a full play on it. But because HellRaisers don't actually know that, you know, MBK can just run straight up and throw the smoke, and that's a situation where, as HellRaisers, they don't know if the entire team is rushing B all of a sudden, because that's like a really likely move, and MBK, by pushing it himself, kind of makes it look like that, but they stayed on A with 3 players, so it was really well read by HellRaisers to just sit and stay on their positions to be able to actually defend that. So really good work from them, and looks like they're bringing things back together
Excuse me.
already. As you can see, we do have a pause at the moment, but this round is going to be a really important one, as it's worth 2 for both teams.
You know Kiyoshima is doing something with his right hand when he leaves T spawn facing a 45-degree angle, and he's managed to knife his teammate as well. So that's a good start from him. 2-3 in favor of Envy. Buy round for both teams, and again, Kucha showing why he's so dangerous on this map, and it's quite interesting actually, because in the previous HellRaisers lineup, you never, you know, the focus and the stardom was never really on Kucha, but his AWPing for HellRaisers had really been off the hook. We've got that nice pop flash for his teammate there to go for a peek, but won't find Shoxy just yet.
Yeah, and HellRaisers have been doing consistently so far this pressure on Banana. So Envy, when they played Titan recently, when we casted that, they were able to deal with that very well when Titan were doing it, but it's like they are finding problems getting entries here, and then they haven't yet pushed Banana hard. We can see them slowly crawling up towards the B area at the moment, taking control of Banana. So looking like they're going to gear up for this. They've got one player out of Boiler to try to distract here as they move in towards the B site.
I just
catch
heard like
rotations.
20 flashbangs go off.
So it's going to be really, really key here for their lurker over by Boiler to actually slow down Kucha and co. And I do believe it is Happy there. His team is going to go in now. Shox is there, but the spray is coming, and that is a huge hold there on the B bomb site. Happy in with some frags here. Finds some good damage on Kucha, but not the finish. We will have ourselves another HellRaisers round with only 2 players falling, so that's really, really good work from them.
I just want to say really quickly, you saw Shoxy was holding this angle with a rifle, and Happy threw a grenade over there while Shoxy had an angle. Often people playing Pugs and so on will just try and grenade it themselves, someone will peek and they'll get shot. So bear in mind, don't do stupid things with grenades. Let a teammate do it for you while you hold an angle so you don't get annihilated with no defense. Kucha, look at that, just standing proud, standing loud and proud in mid, like he's Schwarzenegger or something, I don't know. But
yeah, it seems like they have a good read of the situation right now. They know that the Tech-9s are running amok. They don't want to get rolled over by those. There's the pop flash for his teammates to push up into a further position on middle from MBK. And then they go. It looks like it's going to be Kucha challenged here and annihilated by the Tech-9s. A swath of Tech-9s rushing in. Dozier by Graveyard. Huge position to hold. And so far he's got 2 kills from it. They know where he is though. Another one coming in from Dozier. They're obsessed with his position. And Flamey's going to take advantage of that. Picking off the rest of them for HellRaisers to pick up round number 4. They look really good, James.
Envy were firing the guns like they were at a Middle Eastern wedding, but it was to no avail as HellRaisers take a 4-3 lead on the CT side here. All the AKs coming out for Envy now. No AWP to be seen there. Kucha going to be rocking it over to B this time. So good dynamic, fluid play there by Mr. Kucha of Team HellRaisers. That Molotov though may force him out of his position. He hasn't been touched by it yet actually. Ooh, we saw a smidgen of a player and will push to get the frag after all. Down to 44 HP. Not sure if it was a gun or fire, but he has got a frag and that's all important.
Another push comes into mid. They know they've got to act. They know they have to move. Try to take control of something, but looks like the trades are going to be coming in favor of HellRaisers massively. As Happy is the last man standing for Envy once again. They scramble to try to find a way into the map here, but so far not a single round has really looked that good from them when it comes to breaking HellRaisers. Apart from some of these pistol shenanigans, apart from that, they haven't really been looking to really break HellRaisers. HellRaisers, they get Banana when they want it. They hold A when it gets pushed. It's just looking very good from them on the default.
Yeah, Envy are getting wrecked at the moment, but bear in mind it's only 5-3. This could entirely end up 10-5 to Envy, so do not count them out just yet. That said, they are on the eco here. Big presence from the CTs up in mid, and great pistol play there by Kucha will keep him safe. He's going to back off to a more passive position. Takes down Happy as well. Going to play from sight. Has Dozier for backup in the apps also. But there is a player onto Arch, and he's picked up a gun as well, and it is Smiths.
Not for long. He's going to get annihilated again by Dozier. And Dozier's not done yet. Going to pick up his second for another close to flawless round there from HellRaisers, who really are banking so much cash at the moment with all of these clean rounds.
Look at that. Kucha has a clean $10,000. He's just got banknotes in his back pocket.
And now it's time for the AWP from Smiths. Kucha is very good at just understanding what's happening on the map. His awareness is so good. He's not going to challenge Smith straight up on middle, as Smith would be trying to look for at the moment. Instead, it's going to get smoked off. In fact, Kucha is towards Banana again. Oh no, sorry, he's in apartments. My bad. He's in apartments. They switched him up again, so he's very forward. Gets the shot onto Happy.
Surprise!
And that is massive there. That's going to cripple Envy's approach onto either side. They have to try to work position on Banana still.
And this Banana is smoked off. They've gone for the NIP style smoke as opposed to smoke all the way down Banana. So changing things up here on the CT side on both sides of the map, both towards B and towards A. And again, Envy in a difficult position, but there is only one player on the B bomb sites at the moment. The smoke coming in very, very timely as Envy start to emerge. They're being teased by the opening over there towards B, but no. HellRaisers have other ideas, and they'll wait. Surely it's a matter of time until Envy rotates a player over to CT, but there's going to be a long rotation, and Dren's going to have to hold by himself. There's one frag, doesn't get a second one. He's playing with 25 ping, so 75% better ping than he normally plays with. Clutch King with 100 ping, but he is down, and it's a 4 versus 3 retake. No bomb plant just yet, 20 seconds remaining. NBK going for the plant here. You can see that construction is smoked off for the time being. Looks like we have a Heat and Posse set up on the site as well with Shoxy on the Banana area. Shoxy's just playing out of his mind today, winning all the duels.
Dozier, you know, he's been really putting in performances as well. Already going to open things up. Angel's going to have a good little opening to shimmy into the site now. Picks up NBK at the back of the site. Can go in for the defuse here. If Dozier can lock away the last play, even gets the kill straight up.
Oh, he hasn't got time, no kit.
Oh, this is going to be close. It's going to be so close.
He doesn't have it.
Oh, that's so close. Oh my goodness, he didn't have a kit. That's unbelievable. They've won so many rounds. How does he not have a kit there?
That is a very good point, and that is a colossal failure. Look how much money he has in the bank. There is no excuse not to have a defuse kit in that situation. And they could have extended their lead so far. They could have crushed the economy of Team Envy.
Yeah,
but an oversight on the kit situation has cost them the round. And Envy
it could be 8-4 basically.
Exactly. It could indeed. But it isn't, and it won't.
And now if Envy actually win this, it starts to be huge problems for HellRaisers, losing traction on the CT side. But Kiyoshima already opening up. That's a really fast round here, challenging onto Arch straight away, and Flamey going to be able to pick up 2 kills in the defensive effort. MBK goes for the challenge, finally takes him down, but the cost was high. However, his team is creeping in, and Dozier gets eliminated for free. Shocks gonna drop the bomb, and now it's time for the defense here of this bomb side. In comes Angel, is discarded as Adren lurks behind the smoke. There's no entry here apart from Arch. He does not like his chances, and with the money as it is now, that last round, that's going to haunt them, because if they lose this...
That round was a colossal failure for their team. And now NBK and Shoxy re-energized. They are tearing HellRaisers a new one. And after all those rounds that HellRaisers won, their economy not looking spectacular by any means.
Absolutely. I do respect in that previous round how we saw them leave Adren on the B site. Just they didn't fall for any fakes. Essentially, it didn't turn out to be a fake. They were just going for it. But I like how HellRaisers are just reactive enough so that in spots like that they can have a solid retake.
They have the courage of their convictions, you might say.
And maybe the confidence in the Dren too. Dren only got 1 that round, but
yeah, but he's a beast.
Could very well have gotten 2. But yeah, we'll jump back into this one now, as we do have a very bad situation for HellRaisers here. All the momentum is on the side of Envy. If they can only pick this one up, the bomb goes down straight away. Kuchu with 2 quick frags. They know exactly what's going on. But it is 2 players left, MBK and Happy, in a 2-on-4. Happy already challenged by the player on pick. Dozier gets sprayed down as the bomb needs to get picked up and put onto that A bomb site. All the HellRaisers players on the rotate. Angel able to take down MBK. The bomb is still down for Happy to retrieve. And he's got a lot of work to do. Oh, he fluffs the smoke, and they face him 3 at a time. And that is the round there for HellRaisers. That is a save and a half from them.
Indeed it is. HellRaisers going to get another reasonable buyout. Adreno in a difficult position with his money. Actually, not too bad. He has got armor already, so it's all good in the hood for the time being. Kuchido is a bit limited, but it won't really matter. The lack of helmet versus Tech9 and Deagle AKs. He's going to die either way.
Indeed, it's certainly a precarious situation now for Envy. But that said, the Deagle is going to be good enough to take down Kuchu on middle. That's going to definitely open up a little bit of a gap here. Make life easier to attack that A site. HellRaisers, meanwhile, are kind of actually pushing Banana with 2 players, but it has to be fast right now because the push has come in already. 2 players completely crushed on the A site. MBK lurking with that Tech 9. This is really scary position. Wow, Dren checks there.
Got his number there. It's almost like Envy have just turned it into scrimmy mode, so they can't really be anti-stratted. They're just like, let's just YOLO. See what they can do about it, and it doesn't seem like they can do much. They are still trying to bank on a retake though. They've both got defuse kits, but they need to find a frag in the next 10 seconds, otherwise it may be too late. And actually, considering the position of Angel, looks like they are indeed playing for exits. They want all these players to die. They want no survivors here. It's like Mr. Kimi and Alonso just want to kill everyone. And looking good so far. Only Smith remains 2 HP, and that's going to be a complete wipeout for Envy. So, looking at the money on their team, this is actually going to be a very expensive round for them. So, despite it being 7-6 and 2 rounds remaining, maybe HellRaisers can pull 2 more out. Actually, look at the money on their team. It's even worse, of course, having lost the rounds. So, this is tight. And again, the fact that Angel didn't have a defuse kit in a round they should have won could mean the difference between winning or losing this map.
Oh yeah, absolutely agree. Yeah, absolutely agrees.
Because Envy have 6 rounds now, whereas
HellRaisers
have 7. They could have had 8, and Envy a lot less.
Exactly, there's 2 or 3 or 4 potential rounds. At least like 2 free ones and 2 to be in advantage of. Either way, you do have a pretty aggressive poking here towards the middle. In fact, they are trying to actually just cause a lot of noise and create a distraction here. It looks like they want to potentially go through that smoke on Banana, potentially. That is always an option because it's quite an unexpected move, and if there is just one player there, you might just get the drop on them to open up the B site quickly. And in fact, they are pushing through the smoke. And Adren, we've seen this round before. This was actually the same round that we were just talking about, where Angel made the retake happen in the end with Dozier, but didn't have the kit.
Are they gonna walk in?
Like this.
The rotation is coming in timely fashion, however, from the CT, but will he be too late? That is the question. Adrenaline, how many can he take down? Absolutely 0. There is 1 in T-spawn. That's going to be Angel, but now he's going to have to wait for his teammates to rotate. Going to have to play for the retake, and Happy's looking for the flank already, but he could get reflanked. You see, they're aware of it. They know that someone is loitering, and Dozier's going to finish him off and pick up the AK as well.
You know what's really smart, actually? Just the thought process behind walking in there. We are going to see Envy, first of all, go for the hunt and see how many weapons they can eliminate. HellRaisers have to hold on to these guns at the moment. It's insanely important. They need to have a strong showing in this following round. I think they'll be able to hold on, though. We've got Kucha still in library. They know he's there. They're just trying to shut down his exit, it would seem. Oh, gosh, I'm just trying to play around, but it's going to be HellRaisers with the frag on Kucha. 7-7. And yeah, I love that walking up thing, because if they are basically saying, you know what, HellRaisers in this situation always plays 1 on B, then walking makes way more sense than throwing flashes in. It really does.
Of course, it telegraphs your intentions, unless you're faking, of course. But by the time they get into the site, normally, in a lot of situations, the rotation is going to be so far behind that the round should at least be over.
Definitely.
That is a meaty nade indeed. Oh, they almost signed up for him as well. This is a massacre here. Somebody call BBC News. There are bodies all over the place. 2 people left here for the T's. They do have control of the bomb at the very least. And HellRaisers 1 man down. C sites to defend. Will wow, look at the faith they're just putting in between Angel and Adren now. It's going to be him holding B solo even after all of that. But looks like Happy's on a fact-finding mission, leaving Kishima and Banana while he goes to have a look. Maybe tries to fake it a little bit, goes for rotation. That will be a long rotation, though. I think they're banking on Kirishima. Maybe getting an entry frag onto B, sorry. And then Happy going for a late rotates. Or Happy getting 1, maybe 2 frags on A. And away they go. We'll see.
Yeah, they have a good setup once again. Angel doesn't have to challenge. He can actually even let the bomb go down. He really wants to.
He's looking in CT spawn, which makes me think HellRaisers might be paranoid that someone is maybe in the CT area, but Kucha's not watching his back, so maybe he's expecting Envy to rotate, but here we go, the push is on.
And Angel just has to play it safe here whilst his teammates try to arrive. 1 smoke down and Angel keeps himself alive indeed. There's a quick peek there. Ooh, does get dinged. And in go the nades. Don't think they have an HE to spare though, so Kyoshima going to charge in for the finish. I'm going to quickly deal with Angel. It's a good move, but here comes the rest of the lineup from HellRaisers. A trade there, but that's definitely not going to play in the favor of Envy. They've only got 1 left, and his head is going to be cut off by Flamey's FAMAS, and they're going to be able to make the defuse. So HellRaisers will, in the end, come out with a 1-round lead, but it could have been so much more.
I remember when Virtus Pro, a long time ago, played Team Envy and on this map, and it was at Faceit LAN, actually. And Virtus Pro got 12 rounds on the CT side, and I said that I think they needed 13, and then they lost 16-14, I believe, in the end. HellRaisers have 7 rounds. Yep,
I mean, it's obviously it can be really hard to call on this map because of the way the momentum goes and how the CT economy ends up. Again, if they just really are unable to do good work on nades, or if maybe even just HellRaisers find something to exploit or keep Smiths off the AWP, whatever it is, there's ways to definitely get the momentum they need in the right spots to bring this one back. But it all starts here with the pistol, the Glocks for HellRaisers. They've got quite a few grenades here at Dren and Flamey, each with smokes and flashes. So we'll have to see what they're able to accomplish with their teammates here. Just looking for some opening damage, actually. Should Envy try to go for some peeks? Envy really want to know what's happening right now. So unhappy, he does this so often. They should expect this from him. Through the smoke, with a kill onto Kucha, and then back out for free. I have seen him do that so many times in that exact position.
He did it in a 1v2 in the previous match, and it was absolutely spectacular. They do not respect smoke. They are not brick walls, and they will show you that they're not brick walls. HellRaisers are being eaten alive. It's like sushi in a Tokyo restaurant right now.
Gonna go in now for the B push, but to be honest, it's hard to expect much from this. Players surrounding them, happy close. On the second oranges, they're gonna get the last couple frags, and this is, you can see that Envy really like this kind of quick in a couple bullets style, where they can quickly take an angle, rattle off a few bullets, and then disappear again. The kind of the pick-based style, and HellRaisers gave that to them. They didn't use the fact that the advantage of numbers and how well Glocks are on the move. They just didn't use that at all there, and they had nades and everything. So definitely going to be hard to recover from that one.
Now we've got two Ts heading up and on, and they are going to be met by NBK, who's, look at that, he's playing the long range, like the long range with a 5.7. And he's keeping Big Popper Pump for close range. It looks like a 26-inch barrel on that Nova there, which means that it has a close spread over a longer distance in comparison to, say, a Sornov.
Alright, calm down there, Wikipedia. Alright. He's always playing this position as well. He does it very effectively.
It's how he rolls, baby.
And they're going to go into the A site, though. Smith does get eliminated, but he gets 2 for the trade. That's good work from him. They still got a lot of work to do, HellRaisers, to get themselves up there. And looks like they don't fancy their chances all that much, or at least are waiting for somebody to pull something out here. They do have a man in apartments.
Bomb just peeking on its own. Bomb has been dropped towards Arch. Bomb is in control of Envy. This is not good for HellRaisers. Almost as bad as the first round on this half. Angel was only a matter of time before he got destroyed. Dozier with a nice frag, 24 seconds. He could actually get a bomb plant here, but he needs...
Oh my god! I have no idea how he found that shot. That was blindingly fast. And now he knows he's got the better of MBK. He's going for the sprint.
Oh.
It's a 100-meter dash right now from Dozier, just going straight for that B-bomb site.
This is going to be so close.
Oh, is he going to get it? Yes, he has time. He's got it. And MBK, he's only got a 5.7 in that range to play with. The tags. 31 health, pulls out the Famous, 4 health left. Getting really bad for Dozier. If he can actually win this round, that would be insane. NBK going to go for the hold here. That's super smart. And in comes Dozier. He can't be quick enough. And the defuse will go to NBK. But that's a full rebuy for Envy and a bomb plant for HellRaisers. That is a really big deal. And Dozier can throw his Famous to a mate as well, which he's going to do. He's going to give it to a Dren. So this is awesome.
What a shot by Dozier. This is why these guys are pros with aim like that. And again, that's great to see from HellRaisers, because Shoxy's been on fire today so far. Again, this is their 4th map of the day in a row. So all the NV team are coming in hot at the moment. Let's have a look at the kill screen very, very quickly. Kiyashima up there now, overtaking NBK and Shox at least in terms of points. But Shox still top fragging for his team. He was dangerous in the last match. Let's see how dangerous he can be in this best of 3. 1 round advantage for Team NV on the heavily favoured side. The core could have been the score could have been very different were it not for a lack of defuse kit on Angel. But here we are. Can only lament about the past for so long.
So we have the 3-man setup on quad here for NV, which is a great counter strat to, you know, big busts onto the A side through quad, of course. Teams do like to smoke off Arch and try to make their way quickly from that position. But they have Kiyoshima boosted up here, able to take one quick frag. They expected the position going in. Smith still trying to hold on to it, though. Pulls out the USP. He's got a player there to help trade if he needed to. And look at that. Shox is there covering the flank. And it worked perfectly.
We've seen some beautiful taps of pistols. That was a really nice one there by Smiths. We saw great ones from Delpan as well in the previous match, but enough harping about that. It is Angel versus 4 with 20 seconds left on the clock. I think he's just going to go and head off to his death and see who he can take with him. Won't be anyone, as he will unceremoniously be destroyed in mid.
That was a good call from Happy to... I mean, I should think that Happy would have called the 3 quad man setup there, because again, you leave Archside completely open, which can cause problems. It doesn't cause problems though if they don't go there. If their plan is actually to just not go there at all instead to go through quads. So
part of the hard counter of that is the person being boosted onto that terrace roof there. So if they get smoked off on quad, he can still eliminate them as necessary. You saw Kishima was facing the wall as well in case the flashes came in. They didn't though, they went straight for the peak, managed to get the first frag, but then the trade came in. But we are into round 19 now, and HellRaisers is trying to close the distance, and Flamey showing his prowess with the Tech 9 trade coming in from Smiths towards the top mid / apps boiler area. So 4v4, no rifle picked up yet for HellRaisers. Mid going to be smoked off by Smiths on the arch area. We can see there is, I believe, Shoxy in pit. Meanwhile, we have 2 CTs remaining on the B bomb site, and a minute for HellRaisers to play with.
Yeah, it's definitely quite annoying here for Envy, having lost the player so soon to that Tech 9. But HellRaisers now gearing up for that push towards A. Envy in position though with 3 players. Kucha able to take down Happy. It's as if they the rifles are just completely ineffective at the moment. Not even a chance to even shoot at these pistoling players.
They haven't seen the bomb either. The bomb was lagging behind Naps and wasn't seen on the kill screen. So lots of unknowns here for the French side. Oh my god, look at those dinks coming into NBK. Double dink there through the cart. He's down to 20 HP. Smith with the flank, cuts 1 down, and that's going to be that. As it's down to NBK. He's got the max 7. He could do humongous damage with this. Those are trying to close the distance, but that works for both players. He will find the frag. 9 seconds remaining. And we've got Shoxy coming in from CT versus 2.
Bomb down, and Shox with a huge health advantage here with the M4. But over by Paul, they can spot both players double peeking. They're going to take the round. Good stuff there from HellRaisers. How are they pulling this off? They are winning the most unlikely rounds. Rounds you'd expect Envy to basically be winning with the pistols. That's usually how Envy kind of throw the wrench into the works.
See NBK just spending that little bit of extra money he had and keeping his money on a par with the rest of his team. So he's going to be running around with a Nova while the rest of his team remain on pistols. Lots of nades as well for NBK. Smith with a smoke as well. So we could see double smoke onto Banana. And HellRaisers would be crazy to push that bit of animal brutality there from NBK, but we'll let that slip. Now, HellRaisers, they do have to win 7 rounds here on the T side, so still a very long, slippery, muddy uphill struggle for them. Not out of the realm of possibility, but even with Envy on Eco here, 1 round up, you have to favour them for the map in general.
And that was a good opportunity there for Shox, but he does not find the frag. And that's going to give HellRaisers a slight advantage here. You can see them, trying to take more angles here. Just slow angle clearing, playing together, making sure they don't get caught off guard. And having eliminated Shox, they're going to feel confident to move up towards A at the moment. They've got all 5 players with an advantage as well. There's Angel now pushing aggressively. He's going to find himself a quick frag onto Smith. There's 1 more though, running through the smoke. It's going to be Happy, of course, but instantly dropped. Dozier now falling off the balcony, able to pick up pit control, taking it away from Kiyoshima. NBK is looking for some exits here with this Nova. And to be honest, that's could be very rewarding. I mean, even if he only gets 1 frag here, just like that, he's going to get a good amount of cash in the bank from that Nova. And they know where he is now. Kucha, would he dare challenge? He will! He goes down as well. That's a rifle now if NBK wants to pick it up.
Why are they going for him 1v1? Why?
I don't know, James.
Why are they doing it?
And now he can drop that rifle and fly up. He gets another kill as well. So cheeky, but will the bomb take him down? Is he far away? He should be. Oh, he did not! That actually sucks because he had armor and he had the AK. If we look at his cash here, he could have easily dropped the AK to somebody, and it would have been pretty nice little economic boost there. But never mind, he did get 3 kills and a bunch of extra cash from the Nova. Look at at the incendiaries, for, sorry, the Molotovs on HellRaisers. They all have Molotovs.
Oh, this is really interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it seems they may have some tactics in the bag to deploy here. And I do expect one of them will go to that cubby hole in the kind of arch area. You can throw it to new boxes from where Angel is standing as well. Very easy reference point there from standing in that corner where the logs are.
I don't think there's a team that shoots each other as much as HellRaisers.
I know.
It's actually, it must be like a, but like, can it be like a morale thing or something? They do it on purpose, or what is going on there?
Their consistency is amazing. It's better than their win consistency, that's for sure.
It's a good grenade actually. You can see that perhaps that angle was even practiced, because sometimes it looks like these grenades are a bit random. But look, Happy going to be peering over the smoke. He's done this before. It's very hard to see the CT, but Adren below the sandbags is going to be able to take him down easily. And that's going to force the push into the B bomb site. Has to be NBK now to stop this. If he can't, it's going to be a very bad time here for Envy.
He's in the fire, but gets fragged anyway. Bomb sites is in the hands of the T's. Dozier looking for the flank, but there will be no flank. They are all in the CT area. Smith looking to charge through the smoke. He finds a frag as well. That is massive for the CT side. 3 versus 2 now. They are hungry for the frag. They don't want to see a bomb plant here for the T's. They don't want them to get that extra money. 17 seconds left on the clock, and the frags have to come in here for HellRaisers. Otherwise, they're going to be handicapped trying to plant this bomb. 10 seconds remaining now, and we're looking at a double peak here from the CTs. If this goes down, oh, the flames, the flash, the bomb is down, and that is going to be the round for Team Envy.
Oh, that's really unfortunate there for HellRaisers. And you know, the response from Dozier was so slow because he committed to just staying by the chair on middle for so long, actually. Usually, the reason why you see the players play around Boiler is because then they can actually hear the footsteps and they can kind of get a better, you know, it's less gambly, basically, because you can get the sound cues from where the CTs are going. But he really missed that rotation, and that absolutely cost them. Gonna have to see if they can recover. Now we do have, of course, not the best situation for them on the nades. Kucha without a rifle even, as they take control of Banana early on. So once again, it's looking quite standard. And HellRaisers they just have to force out grenades. It's more or less the job here. Force out some grenades. Force Envy to at least use all the smokes. They still have 3 smokes left. So they're actually doing quite well. And there you can see Smith's going to toss over the flash there. And, he doesn't have a smoke actually. HellRaisers up on middle now. Nobody at Banana, so they have no idea how clear it is. They are pretty committed towards A now. Going to be going for the peaks towards arch side. And of course, Smith is really weak in library, so HellRaisers, Dozier pops out of the key moment here whilst the players down at pit are distracted. Might just be the difference here as they move in on top of the bomb site. In comes Dozier now from balcony, gets the quick snap on to Shocks. Bombs should be able to go down now, and that's a 3-on-2. HellRaisers looking like they might just be able to bring this back into their control, but in comes Happy. It's all over the place to deal with. Just tries to lay down some suppressing fire here so his friend can make his way in, but MBK gets eliminated. They know he is now. Kucha gets both frags, and HellRaisers, they win the round, and they save themselves from a very nasty situation.
Indeed, and they've built themselves a reasonable amount of money here, although some AKs are going to have to be bought. But look at the money on Team Envy's side. If they can keep Envy low, if they can keep Envy poor with nothing but stale bread in their hands, then maybe they could take this first map after all and take it to overpass, worst case scenario. Definitely. They're going to have some confidence after taking Nip in a best of 3 earlier on as well. They're not coming in totally cold here. Going to be lukewarm at the very least. So, Happy with that CZ. We know how dangerous he is. We saw him kill 3 people with 1 clip of that dirty gun in the previous match. How many can he get this time? He's going to rotate towards the site itself. So I thought maybe he'll go for like a pop-out play through the smoke, but he's going to be playing the site for now. Still early days though, a minute on the clock. And again, a problem HellRaisers sometimes have is that they can wait too long to push a site here. They have got NBK taken up towards the B bomb site. The rotation is coming in from the CTs, but They need to make sure they give themselves enough time to clean the site properly. Smith's going for the pistol frag, finds one. Trade frag coming in there from Kucha. There's still one CT on the site and one rotating from CT spawn. Happy with that CZ, and now he's got an AK as well. This could be horrible for HellRaisers. They've finally taken him out after he gets a second frag. 2 versus 2 now, but no rifles for the remaining CTs.
That was a crazy last second frag there from Happy with the last bullet at the gun. Giving Kyoshima and Shox a chance. There is Shox just putting in a little bit of pressure from Banana. Kyoshima, smoke is going to be wearing off now. He's going to make his way through, but now his friend is gone. Kyoshima, ooh, spray down low, that's it. Lights out for him. And HellRaisers pick up another round, and look at the money here for EnVy, it's horrendous. It
is really, really ropey. I do get worried when HellRaisers are on an anti-eco on a map like Inferno, that they'll take too long and then lose the round because of the mayhem. But again, we've got a light buy coming out from EnVy again. 2 CZs this time. We saw Happy kill 2 people with just 1 CZ on the map for the CTs in the previous round. You have to wonder if that will change things here. But again, it's all going to depend on where HellRaisers go. If they're going to use these nades to their advantage. We're seeing a distinct lack of flashbangs here. Only 3 for their team. Lots of Molotovs though. So it looks like they're going to try and force the CTs out of their positions while they hold angles. There's a first Molotov going down on the site. I hear a second one. I'm not sure exactly where it's going, but again, HellRaisers just clearing out these angles. Okay, they've cleared out sandbags, cleared out the cart as well, and the nearby corner. Third Molotov coming in. This time it's a bait. Flamey has murdered Shox.
He's barbecued Shox. There is a barbecue up in the apartments. Illegal barbecue. Angel going to be taking down Kyoshima as they make their way in. So far, so good for HellRaisers.
Yeah, I'm liking how they've adjusted to that previous round. They're using all these Molotovs to try and stop any sneaky business here from the CTs, and it's working to a T at the moment with only 2 of them alive. Happy with that CZ, always find someone to kill with it. He's going to be wiser than to go straight for the gun. And there's a second frag for Happy. This man is so lethal with that gun, it's horrible.
Actually, one point to mention quickly, especially for some of the newer guys, I think the previous round we saw Happy was right at the corner on the B bomb site, right in the corner. And they knew he was there with the CZ. So the player that challenged him from HellRaisers' side, oh my god. The player that challenged him, what we saw is he actually just jumped around the corner from up high to try to prevent a headshot even being possible. And even if he died, Happy would be forced to use the full clip of the CZ, so he would have to like reload. Or in that case, he's lucky enough that the AK dropped in his face. But that's like a good way to stop Happy just getting 3 kills back to back with the CZ, because these guys are so damn good with it. It is scary.
Okay, so people may wonder, you know, this is like Team EnVy are one of the top 2 teams on this map. So why would HellRaisers play this map against them? Well, HellRaisers, this is one of their best maps as well. And you can't always necessarily veto a map because it's good for your opponent if it's also good for you. And the question is, it may be generally good for them, but is it good for them versus you? Well,
HellRaisers look more stable as well, I would say. I think this Simple was explosive, but
maybe the wrong style for the team?
Exactly, yeah. It could very well be the case. And you know, Kucha is a much different author, and so far he's been consistent. Happy in this round is going to be able to slowly work on hurting the control of HellRaisers, hurting their presence as well. He would have seen an extra player there, I think, so you can see Kyoshima trying to find that player. So if HellRaisers are to hit B right now, this is relatively unexpected for EnVy, because they saw quite a few bodies towards apartments. So oh, they're going to go through the smoke. NBK is going to spot it though. Rotation hasn't even started just yet. They are going to get the rotation happening now, but Kucha takes down NBK fast, and that's a quick bomb plant. And you can already see EnVy, they don't like the looks of this. They are going to just hold back and try to save their weapons. Yeah, that was so good.
If they all go down in this round, then that's pretty much the game.
Yeah.
Game 1 in favor of HellRaisers. So they have no choice but to try to save these weapons and eke out what they can in the following round for NBK and Shox. So I don't know. Maybe Happy if they can't afford rifles, maybe Happy throws his rifle over and runs with the CZ. It's barely any different for that man anyway.
Absolutely, and yeah, it was really cool how essentially HellRaisers had like a timing window where EnVy really weren't expecting a B play. and they managed to just hit that timing window because 2 players had just been pretty much spotted in apartments and even 1 picked off. So the fact that a B play comes in like 5-6 seconds after that happens is pretty unexpected, to be honest. And we saw only NBK was on the site. They pushed through the smoke as well. So they were actually planning on basically being a surprise attack into the bomb site. So
indeed, what I've noticed from HellRaisers is their moves are not always as telegraphed as they might be. You know, Envy are a team who push through smokes. HellRaisers are not a team who push through smokes, but they're playing out of character and it's working to their advantage at the moment. So good play by them in that respect. They find themselves 2 rounds away with a 3-round advantage to take game 1 here in this best of 3 series. We saw the odds, but obviously those odds came out before the map choices came out. Inferno is a good map choice for HellRaisers, as they're showing now. Despite the score in the first half, again, it could have been a lot worse for Envy.
So Envy were potentially reading or trying to exploit HellRaisers in this round by having a 3-man setup on B, right up until for the first 40 seconds. They only just rotated 1 back. They had 2 on quad. Now they've got 2 on arch side, so they keep switching up the setup. Smith's defensive shot, 45 seconds on the clock here for HellRaisers, and they've yet to really accomplish more than just the basic map control. Another shot from Smith's going to lock it down. That's the bomb drop. He spots the next player. Smith whiffs the shot, but Envy, they know exactly what's going on, and Smith is confident to take more challenges, and there are more players falling on top of middle right now, thanks to that AWP of his. And it is now a 2-man advantage for them. 20 seconds left, and the rotation comes in for B. MBK locking it down. Angel going to get denied, and Dozier, he needs to put on his Nikes right now and speed it up, but he can't. The mag's lurking.
Well, what is he doing? He doesn't have time to win the round anymore. I think he just wants 1 frag and a save.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
It's a smart choice, because if he's stepping really heavily, then there's only one place he can come from. So MBK actually has the advantage, and MBK with shotguns is pretty scary. So I would actually say he's probably going to get that frag like 99% of the time. So it's actually quite a smart play. So, alright, and they have some buffers around to work with here, although it's pretty limited at this point. 14-12, HellRaisers might just be able to close this one out against Envy, which would be definitely, I would say, fairly unexpected.
It's an interesting situation, because if HellRaisers lose this round, we're looking at 14-14, and Envy, so 14-14, and unless Envy have some really weird rounds on the anti-eco, Envy buy every round following 14-14. So you have a full-strength CT side. You have to bear that in mind as we proceed with this.
We might have big issues here for Envy. Big window of opportunity here for an A play from HellRaisers. Envy only just sent Smith back. They were playing 3 on B for ages there. But luckily they have put all the players towards A now. They've got the 3-man setup. But to be honest, it is not the strongest setup in the world if HellRaisers are able to put the smokes and the flashes in the right places. So they've left a couple players up middle, and they're falling back into Banana with at least 1 man at the moment. Kyoshima gets flashed out, and he's going to pick up a frag. All the information as well. There's 35 seconds left. HellRaisers they've got to do something. They've got to move. They haven't accomplished anything just yet. Envy are picking them to pieces. Just in their information plays, they're managing to find the kills, and now it's just 2 guys left here for HellRaisers.
Yeah, HellRaisers were doing well, but the control of the game has been taken away from them, and it is back in the hands of Envy, and this is what happens when they control a match. They generally tend to annihilate people, and annihilation is what we're seeing from HellRaisers now, even with a twitchy foot there from Dozier. And looking at their money, if they have any sense, they'll go for the eco here and try and close things out with a proper full buy in the following round. So they're going to try and hover around the 2,000 mark, but Angel actually going to go down to 1650 there and buy a PC50. Although that said, we've seen that HellRaisers can be really strong with these pistols, so probably a worthy investment for them. Now, Smiths has pretty much closed down Arch completely in the last 2 rounds. He wrecked them 2 rounds ago, and in the previous round, they were afraid of him. And they smoked him off, but then they smoked themselves off, and one of their options towards the A site. So they have to go in with no fear in the following round.
Definitely, it's HellRaisers have definitely got a somewhat predictable pace on their T side so far, allowing Envy to actually basically take more liberties than they should otherwise be allowed. I mean, in that previous round, we saw them able to play 3 on B, but still have more than enough time to rotate the extra player, and then even go for some information plays by flashing in teammates to see, really what's going on HellRaisers' side. And on top of that, that then led to them making the frags when they were peeking out just for the information to see what's going on. So HellRaisers potentially, if they were to speed up the pace, they might catch EnVy off guard. But we'll have to see, because once again, EnVy have this vulnerability on the A site. They've gambled again with this free player B early on. I guess this is them basically saying they never expect HellRaisers to push A quickly.
Yeah, but you
they
can't.
could do to B.
It's HellRaisers.
And looks like they might just walk into this. So far, they are gearing up for what seems to be at least a peak to get some nades out there from EnVy's side. And now they'll put the AWP Smiths. We'll go back to watch. So let's work out. PK going out for the quick clear there. And another smoke down. I think that was from Smiths, actually. Yeah, MBK still has a smoke. So, are they going to go through the smoke here? Looks like they are. Drinking a flash straight on through. MBK is happy running into the fire to get those kills, but MBK's got to lock it down at the back. Only picks up one. 12 health left for him. Tries to hide in the smoke. Gets a second quick kill. MBK still alive and kicking. There's another one from the man. Oh my god. MBK causing so much damage at the back of the site. Never should have been allowed to do it, but Angel coming back in with 2 to shove them into a slight advantage, as it is 14-14, and we have Shock sprinting from Banana with the bomb down. We have our 2-man setup here from HellRaisers, and Shocks goes in. Full health, able to isolate one player. Angel.
He's got a molly as well. He could use this here. He could clear out new boxes. He spotted Angel, sorry, and there's a Molotov to force him out of position. Doesn't win the duel though, and that's going to be game point to HellRaisers. Let's look at the money on the CT side. Oh, they're going to have a buy, of course. This is going to be carnage.
That was a crazy round. MBK on 12 health gets 2 extra frags. That is amazing work from him. I can't believe they didn't win that round after that play.
Look at that. In fact, EnVy have a better buy than HellRaisers do.
Yeah.
So we have to see if they're going to go for any early aggression here. I'm talking about Team EnVy, of course. Wow, that is a really far grenade all the way down to bottom mid. And again, they've gone, I don't even need to adjust my drawing.
It's interesting, though, because it obviously means that EnVy are like, you know what? We really think that they're just never going to push A quickly. So they're more worried about B set plays early on. And then now we see around, about 1:15, they send the player back. After about 30 seconds, they send the player back to watch. And you can see that it's not punished. HellRaisers are not punishing this. So this is working into EnVy's favor each time, as Smiths is always going to be faster to respond to a quick B play. So now they're back into a default setup. And they've lost nothing, but had added security on B. So that's actually really nice. Finding the edges are EnVy and not being punished so far. HellRaisers, they like to take it slow here. And they've already lost quite a lot of health. Flamey down to 11. So this could be problematic here. They've dropped the bomb towards T slope, so they can rotate either way.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Smith's angle is that it's really hard to flash him when he's holding that angle, because he has 2 walls protecting him from a lot of that. Let's see, he'll win this duel. MBK on 7 HP, but Flamey's on 11 himself. And 15 seconds as this push comes in towards the A-bomb site. Now, they're making it really, really hard for themselves to get this plant. Dozier still isn't peeking. The 10 seconds left. The bomb has to go down. I think we're going to see overtime here, as they haven't given themselves enough time to clear the site, which is something we've spoken about before from HellRaisers. Just waiting a bit too long there to try and close out the round, and they left themselves without enough time to do it. If they lose the first duel or the second duel there, then the round's pretty much over unless they just go huge. And at that point, I think it's luck if they win the round.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those spots where do they really need to just make the push happen with 15 seconds left? Because the answer is pretty much almost always going to be no. Like, they should always be able to go a bit earlier, because the risk of doing that is much worse.
Yeah.
Because if they had made a pick early on, it would be a different story.
Exactly.
But because they hadn't done that, they're not changing the situation at all for themselves.
There's no advantage to doing it. They're just handicapping themselves. And again, they failed to close out a game because they've waited too long and made things more difficult for themselves.
James is mad. James is mad. But
Auto sniper coming out for Kiyoshima. This is something we saw on overtime on Mirage versus Ninjas in Pajamas. And now we're seeing it again. He's playing apps with an auto sniper. This is a bit of madness. He's coming in for the save from his teammate. How about that? You try and get a frag and you get stopped by an auto sniper in apps on Inferno.
by the way, another reason why this 3-man setup towards B at the start is also really smart is, okay, again, you know, if you are worried about quick B plays, you're pretty safe. But also, if they're going to go for an A play, them smoking off quad and going through arch is much more unlikely. It's way more likely they'll smoke arch so that they're safe against an AWPer. So that actually makes Smiths there kind of useless if they are going to go for a fast play. So basically, EnVy are trying to optimize every little part to their setup, and they're playing timings very effectively. So far, it's not bit them in the backside. The HellRaisers are going to be flashing themselves into B here. See if they can break this once again. MBK in prime position to rack up the kills. Happy as well. That is 3 fast ones, finishing off Kucha with the USP. And there you go.
HellRaisers do not kill a single person in that round. Full buy going to come out again. This is MR3, 16k. What that means is there are 3 rounds on either side as opposed to 15, and both teams start with $16,000. Let's have a look at how much is left following that round. Kucha on 49.50 as he is rocking New York, but I'm sure someone could buy him one if he needs one for the following round and they lose this. But it's still early days here. Let's see if they can even get a kill this round.
I like this as a brief note. I do like the MR3 16k format actually, because then it means there's always buys. There's always buy rounds, which I think is a better indicator of the team's ability.
Always cash to splash.
Absolutely. But here comes a quick peek, and Shocks with the aggression will take down Dozier. Good team play there with the team flash.
Did Dozier QQ when he had an AKL?
I'm not sure actually.
I think
he did. I didn't catch it. So this is really annoying for HellRaisers. They've already lost the man, and now things get a little bit awkward because you can kind of sacrifice a guy, and then you can try to use him to use the sacrifice to get something out of it. But they didn't really get anything out of it, so they haven't got any position right now. Smith has free reign, still so pushed. Finally, a smoke forces him back. They haven't got 3 bodies to throw this to this push.
They haven't, like, Smiths has changed the match for the team. They haven't been able to stop him so many times on Arch. Again, Happy again, not respecting smokes. They haven't been able to stop Smiths for the longest time on Arch, and he has stopped HellRaisers from winning rounds, more or less, as well as themselves.
Yeah. HellRaisers definitely need a faster pace here. Shocks is going to eliminate one. In comes Smiths. Smiths is connecting well today, at least in this match. I didn't see his previous AWPing performances earlier on, but so far he's been consistent right now, and it does. I mean, I can't say it enough. I really feel like if they just need this is a good argument to why you should switch up pace, because you can mess up the timings of the CT, the way CTs play their defenses and rotates, and we already see that EnVy have for many rounds been putting 3 on B basically. So you need to keep them on their toes, keep them guessing. But different setup here from EnVy. Happy close by the sandbags. Going to be... Oh, full on the knife. 1 HP. I cannot believe he's alive. And almost blocking MBK on that nade. It's going to be covered by Smith and MBK. And they cannot break in. They cannot finish off MBK. He's so cheeky. He runs out anyway. Gets the info.
See, this is the thing about EnVy. They are so dynamic. They don't have any fear in any situation. And you have to compare that to... how HellRaisers towards the late game have been a bit one-dimensional, but it is 3 versus 3 here. CT is smoked off, Kishima's throwing a nade in. Let's not forget that Happy is on 1 HP, but 1 HP is all you need to get frags in this game. He is playing a dark spot, that Molotov is going to kill him off. And lots of time remaining this time. The question is, do they know where these CTs are? Got Shoxy coming in from Banana, and there's just a straight frag onto Kucha. That's him out of this round. May hear Kishima flying through that smoke, but will they pick him in time? Indeed, they will. So that's 1 round on the board there for HellRaisers as we go into the second half.
If only they could have turned up the pace like that sooner, because that was a really fast round for them. And I absolutely love seeing chaos like that on the B side. It's absolute madness. And the funny thing is that was the 1 round where EnVy didn't play like 3 guys on B at the start, which is actually quite hilarious if you think about it. considering they were basically trying to protect themselves with that setup from those kinds of plays
Yeah.
early on. And after realizing for the longest time that they weren't doing it, they're like, you know what?
But they had 3 people on the site before the site was taken by HellRaisers. As Happy was retreating with 1 HP, they had that 3rd person there, but
By the way, I liked how MBK ran in with 1 HP to die, because his impact in gaining information there for his team to correctly position and rotate is greater than him staying at the back of the site doing nothing, basically. So he's already low health. So HellRaisers taking over Banana. It would seem, and there's no. Okay, there it is. There's the deep smoke.
yeah, they had one down from the beginning and they're just re-smoking it there. But the first frag goes in favor of Shox, as does the second. Finally gets taken out there by Kucha, but HellRaisers just getting cleaned out by Team Envy on the A site. It's 4 versus 2. I mean, they have the money to try and do what they can. Like, there's almost no argument for not trying to do it, but all these smokes are going to make it futile.
That was a really fast push there from Envy onto that A bomb site. It absolutely devastated HellRaisers when they didn't have a chance for their grenades to actually help them in their defense. Envy kind of pushed so quickly that they kind of beat the grenades completely. So really strong there. HellRaisers got to watch this. I wonder if we'll see another fast one here from Envy, as they did just find success in that. They are looking quite good actually with seemingly such an easy solution to actually win this, because they're on match point now. HellRaisers only got 1 on their T sides.
Yeah, Envy showing the power of having different gears here, as they have 2 match points. This is the first one. Kucha on the verge of a 30 bomb for HellRaisers, but it could all be for nothing as their backs are to the wall now. Got multiple nades coming into the B bomb site. Happy just doesn't care about anything, does he? He has no respect for anyone outside of his team, and he's just going to charge down Banana because he damn well feels like it. That said, frags are going to go in favor of HellRaisers now, so there's a downside of sometimes a fast approach. And I didn't even know what the... I think Flamey was a bit too close to that smoke, despite the recent updates here from Valve. They saved 1 game point, sorry, and they do have another one to contend with right now.
I absolutely love how we saw the push come onto Banana. HellRaisers, actually, through all their incarnations and different lineups, have been a team that have been really good, actually, at actually making pushes on Banana with all the right nades in the right places. We saw it. It was basically clinical. It was scientific from them there. So we'll have to see if they can keep this up, and if Envy gonna have much of a response. We saw how effective HellRaisers were on their CT side when it came to Banana with the first half of the match. So
Dan, it appears we are stuck in the smoke.
it's okay. It's Inferno. We're not missing anything just yet. 4 players there on A. HellRaisers played this setup very often, leaving everything to do on the Dren side. He's far back enough that he can get the info, make the call, and then delay with nades without dying if they do decide to rush B. So that's the idea behind this. But they are going to have 1 guy floating around Arch to quickly be able to support him if necessary.
Again, let's bear in mind how Team Envy have changed gears here, gone from super fast, aggressive, ruthless plays, frothing at the mouth, to a slow HellRaiser style play, where they are indeed slowing this down like watching paint dry at the moment. But 35 seconds left, and still no vision, no bomb vision here from HellRaisers. Got a second player coming back over to the B bomb site, but there's not necessarily any indication as to what is happening here from the T side. 20 seconds remaining now, and the rotation's coming back, but you still got 1 player, NBK, loitering around B, but he's going to run away now, as there's only so long you can fake for. Dozia with a very nice position on the corner of the smoke. They're going to pretty much kill everyone and take this to a second overtime. Somehow HellRaisers have done it, but they've done it the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how Envy are very afraid to take Banana early on. And then the problem, I think part of the problem comes in the later rounds where they're also, they're still afraid to try to take Banana. Because we're seeing that HellRaisers are playing a 4-man defense on A very often off the back of this. And Envy need to actually test that every now and again. They need to actually say, you know what, like, we need to threaten Banana when there is that just 1 man sitting on that site. So if HellRaisers fall back and leave 1 guy on Banana too early, then what's going to happen is Envy will quickly threaten and push through the smoke on Banana with some flashes, force a rotation back around from A, and then they at least alleviate some of the pressure to actually have to contend with 4 players instead of 3 if they want to go A. So right now they're letting HellRaisers play with 4 on A too much, and you can see that HellRaisers have perfect defenses there.
So everyone's showing up for both teams here. Flamey and Kishima with notable kill deficits, but other than that, everyone is getting frags one way or another. And again, Team Envy doing what Team Envy does. That is fast, aggressive action. CTs have 2 players stuck in CT spawn, but that's actually going to run distraction here and allow Flamey to kill 2 players of Envy. And Shock's just going to walk straight in there, pick up the bomb, get a frag and leave. NBK in a strong position here on quad. We've got nades coming in from teammates as well. Dozy's going to be standing in the smoke for a while, and Happy's going to get a free frag. So the round has switched, and now it's in control of Tees, and the CT's going to have to go for a retake 3-on-3 here.
And it's definitely looking quite good for Envy. They just have to connect with those shots. They've even got grenades to slow this down even more. That Molotov is going to be really annoying. Angel really wants to get in. That's a good tag there onto Happy over by Pit. Adren, it's got to be fast, got to be quick, got to be precise. That's exactly what he's going to be able to do. Takes down MBK. One more found by him. That's going to be the defuse. And he does have a kid as well, so he's going to be able to have that no problem. And HellRaisers pick it up. So that's super cool from Envy. They found a good timing there. They know that there has to be 2 players throwing those nades on B, so they can't have 4 players on A right at the start of the round. So you can see them trying to exploit that with fast play. Even trying to push straight up onto Arch side very quickly. And it worked quite well, in fact. They got themselves... HellRaisers were all over the place. Trying to defend that one, so... Envy... Well, they go back to that again. HellRaisers this round have actually adjusted 2 players on Arch side very quickly, which is a very interesting adjustment from them.
Where is this smoke going? Oh, that's a very interesting smoke. Well ahead of time. Nice little strategy there, but the push is going to come through the smoke anyway. Not going to prove successful. Dozy going down in the pit as well. So that's really nice smoke there from NBK. Cutting the site in half before their push even comes in from quad. Then safety in numbers charging down quad, killing everyone regardless. Bloodthirsty Hounds are Team Envy in a nutshell. And HellRaisers being wiped out. Look at that, flames being cuddled by smoke here. What a horrible situation to be in.
Dren's not going to get much right at the end here. It's really interesting that round because once again we saw this situation where HellRaisers tried to adjust against the really fast A play that they'd just seen from Envy, where Envy basically pushed Arch really fast. They put 2 players on Arch side. Then Envy had a smoke to completely block off Arch side when they're on the A site, so they move up quad really fast. So that's like the perfect counterplay to what HellRaisers tried to counter from Envy. So pretty awesome stuff going on here between the in-game leaders. Yeah,
we're getting into Death Note territory where they're just a continuous outsmarting of each other.
Absolutely. So HellRaisers, do they start switching things up, or how do they approach this now? They do have 2 players still on Banana early into the round, middle parts of the round here. And Heku's already going massive with 2 quick kills. They wanted to walk in, but HellRaisers, they don't want to let anybody on top of that A-bomb site. Shot's going to get taken down by the P250 of Dozier, and they make it happen again.
It's really interesting, actually. It looks like Envy felt like they spotted a gap in the defense of HellRaisers, tried to charge it down once again. This time didn't go in their favor, so we're seeing constant small adjustments from both teams, which is keeping this very close indeed. So HellRaisers going to need 2 rounds on the T side to make this happen. First one to 22 rounds will be the victor. Otherwise, we are going to a 3rd overtime indeed.
Yeah, that's actually one of the best things about when you have overtime matches that you have to look out for is how teams are learning to play each other, because there's preparing for a team and then there's actually playing them and then adjusting to what they're actually doing, because you never know until you actually are in those rounds what they're going to be going for and the style they're going to be playing exactly. But again, having a standard setup to open things off here from Envy, getting MBK up and close. Does get re-smoked by a teammate as he falls.
Due to be back shortly. And there we are.
Hi guys. And we're back.
And we are back indeed. So, it appears that Envy Oh no, we're still in the round actually.
Yeah, they picked off Happy actually. So yeah, this is the same round. MBK is still low from that AWP tag. He's up close, personal, picks up one through the smoke. That's it though, and it's completely smoked off. Smith, he's got to go in with the AWP, close range. Smith, you maniac! Picks up a kill with the no-scope, but that's it. Does slow things down, but it won't prevent the inevitable here. Kyoshima, he's got 20 health. He's got an M4. And he's got 2 players to find. And goes to the grenade. They can hear him stepping all over the place here. Going to be looking for those shots. Pulls out the 5-7. This is so hard, and Kyoshima goes down. Another round for HellRaisers. They keep, every time I feel like they keep maybe looking like they're wavering. They find another new wind of...
Yeah, but it's the match point, and this is where they choke. They need to get over the line here. If because they're on match point, they try and go super careful and creep every inch of this map, then leave themselves with 5 seconds to take a bomb site and plant a bomb, they're going to lose.
James is going to be mad.
I'm going to be mad.
And we're going to have what seems to be what we saw quite often from Envy. It was never once punished, and the punish here is a quick push up A. But HellRaisers never do that, so Envy can have that third man on B.
Wow, that wallbang was intense. Shoxy down to 42 HP. Dozier dancing with Shox in apps, and Shox is gonna take the better option and get out of there before he gets picked by 2 dudes. 2 big dudes with big guns.
And it's still a very slow affair here for HellRaisers finally ferrying the bomb back towards A. And we have a very default setup, and Smith is so on point in this match so far. He's been the guy that has invoked fear and sudden death into the players who challenge him. And he misses the shot, goes down for nothing. That could be the biggest deal right now for HellRaisers as they get so fast onto the bomb site. Now Shox has to come out absolutely massive. Sprays down 2 players. Might just be enough here, but still a massive disadvantage here for Envy. Down a man. That bomb yet to go down itself though. 10 seconds. Kucha's got a plant. Goes for the plant. This might be the cue to move in here for Envy. They don't know how Happy he is. He does take down Flamey. He goes for the peek, takes down MBK. Happy through the smoke. Ooh, gets tagged just barely. Kucha rounds the corner with that deagle, and there's the snap. Happy goes down, and it's going to be HellRaisers. They clinch it. They get themselves over the line, James, just as you were saying they
Finally.
need to do. They close. So
it's about
awesome.
time. Now we are in for an interesting map because you have to go with Envy for Dust 2. And then overpass.
Do you, James?
Oh, well,
Do you have
it's
to?
their map. It's what